Hello YouTube, Wes here checking in with a brand new episode of the Vinyl Survivor. This is going to be sort of an express edition of the Vinyl Survivor. The next 4 or 5 of these are going to be express editions. I've just gotten way behind on making these videos, and I need to get these albums sort of into my collection, filed away, the ones that made it anyway, and sort of get caught up on these. So we're going to do sort of quick and dirty shows on these. Hope you enjoy the videos nonetheless. First one I have here is from the Canadian rock band Lighthouse. This is their album Thoughts of Moving on Evolution Records. 1971 is the year on this one. As I mentioned in a Grown Man Record Night comment, this is a group I always pick up when I see them. Always enjoy their albums. Good sort of Canadian country rock sort of stuff. If you like 70s rock, I think you'll dig this group. Really good group. Go ahead and show you the label on this one. There's the Evolution Records label. Yeah, so this one is definitely a keeper. Definitely enjoyed it. And yeah, staying in the collection. All right, next up, some 70s hard rock, I guess you could call it. This is Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush live. Yeah, very hard rock if you like shredding sort of guitar rock kind of stuff, but a little bit different than sort of the 80s kind of shredding guitar rock. This is from 78. Yeah, really good. I definitely dug here, and this was a free pickup for me from the free bin at the Second and Charles, and glad I picked this one up. Really nice to listen to, and pretty good for a live album as well. Pretty well mixed. It doesn't sound too bad for a live album on the Columbia Red and Orange label. So that one's staying in the collection. Next one I have here, another album from the Monkees collection. As I said a couple years back, I picked up basically the entire catalog from Goodwill all in one day. This is their album Headquarters. 1967 is the year on this one. Another good, enjoyable pop rock kind of album from the Monkees. And you know, I'm not a huge Monkees fan, but I do enjoy them, and I'm glad I have sort of a nice collection of their albums to spin when I want to hear them. Original Cold Gems pressings. Really nice. This is a mono pressing, which I just noticed. Don't know if Monkees mono albums are more valuable than the stereo ones or how that works, but just thought I'd note that. That one's staying in the collection. Here's a really good one that I need to find an upgrade to, but this one is going to be staying in the collection as well. It's a Rotary Connection self-titled album. Yeah, I really dug this one. Very much 70s hippy dippy kind of up with people kind of sound, but a little bit psychedelic. You know, you got that a little bit of rock and roll in there. Really cool stuff. Definitely dug here on this one. Yeah, so that's definitely cool on the Cadet Concept label. Go ahead and show you that one. The sides are labeled Trip 1 and then Trip 1 Continued. So yeah, just a cool sort of 70s kind of thing. If you like 70s psych kind of stuff, psych leaning kind of stuff, you probably heard that already, but if not, it's a cool one. I definitely want to keep that one in the collection and hope to find an upgrade to it someday. This next one, a bit of fusion jazz that really didn't make it for me. This is Bob James 3 with Grover Washington Jr. on CTI. Don't know the year on this one. 76. And yeah, this one was just a little too smooth sort of fusion jazz for me. Just couldn't get into it. A lot of orchestration on this one. But yeah, so this one is not staying in the collection, but it was another free pickup from the Second and Charles, so didn't spend any money on it. Just got to check it out for free. All right, another one coming from the Monkees collection here. This is the self-titled one, so you get the theme from the Monkees, the most well-known song there, and Last Train to Clarksville on here. Good classic Monkees tracks. And once again, a mono release on Cold Gems Records. Okay, next thing I have to share with you, another sort of 70s sort of hippie rock, I guess you call it, kind of thing. 1975. This is Rare Earth with Back to Earth. Yeah, enjoyed this one quite a bit. sort of 70s hippie rock kind of stuff, I would call it. Got its funky moments, got its rock country kind of moments, good throughout. Good album, and that's on the Rare Earth label. It's a subsidiary of Motown Records, I believe. A label they were trying to use to sort of cross over into the rock and roll scene a bit. Rare Earth, Back to Earth, good pickup, and this one's staying in the collection as well. All right, next up, another album from the artist Gary Wright. This is his album titled Footprint. I believe this was earlier than the Dreamweaver album. Don't see a year on this one, but yeah, some good sort of 70s rock kind of stuff. And yeah, he's got a little bit of a weird kind of funky edge there that makes his stuff quite interesting to me. So definitely dug here in this one. Be a white label promo on A&M Records, so that was a nice discovery because the cover doesn't say anything about it being a promo. So yeah, Gary Wright's Footprint staying in the collection. And one more Monkees record this time. I know it's been Monkees crazy the past few episodes, but we're winding down. There can't be too many more left, right? But this is the Monkees greatest hits. Even though I picked up most of their albums all at once, I have all these tracks probably. I thought I'd go ahead and grab it. It's a really nice copy, really nice and clean. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's titled Monkees Greatest Hits, but it doesn't have the theme song on here, which is kind of fun. But it has, big Daydream Believer, I Want to Be Free, I'm a Believer, Last Train to Clarksville. And once again, Stereo Cold Gems label there. And lastly, for this express episode, I got a piece of comedy here. This is Bill Dana with Jose Jimenez on Orbit and Bill Dana on Earth. I picked this up after watching some space exploration documentaries, and they reference this often, sort of being comedy of the time that is dealing with the space program and the astronauts and all that. And yeah, I sort of deem this possibly racist, and yeah, I think it's pretty racist. It was an interesting listen. Definitely not something I want to keep. I just wanted to hear it. Got to hear it. It is what I think it is, and yeah, it's just sort of racist astronaut comedy. Yeah, it is what it is. That's how things go sometimes. It's sad, but times change and people move on. So that's going to do it for this episode of The Vinyl Survivor. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned, and we'll see you again real soon. Cheers.